Let's start by running through this Amazon stuff. Are you a big Amazon?
Huge.
Okay, so you got boxes that
Galore.
just galore on your front doorstep. All right.
And in my garage. It's a mess. All right, so let's talk about this. Amazon is issuing long delayed refunds to some U.S. customers for unresolved returns, including purchases as far back as 2018. So Amazon is refunding customers whose returns were never properly refunded due to payment problems or inability to verify the returned items, which is interesting because I feel like they're usually on top of their game with that. So refunds apply to customers across the United States. The issue was identified internally by Amazon. That's interesting. Amazon disclosed that $1.1 billion related to these unresolved returns during its May 1st earnings call. So they have $1.1 billion
in refunds?
Yeah.
Which is like a nickel to this company.
So they found some returns with refunds either not completed or never issued due to missing payment confirmation or item verification. So after reviewing, Amazon decided to resolve the issue by refunding customers to maintain goodwill. This is very interesting. So the refunds will be issued automatically. You don't need to take any action. And they have fixed the payment issue and improved the process to better handle unreserved.
Allegedly.
But here's the thing too, it's like, will they really give the money back? Because you could be like, well, I didn't get it, but I guess I wasn't supposed to get it.
Yeah, they're self-reporting. We'll see. They're self-officiating here.
I love Amazon. I mean, their return, I gotta say, it's fairly handy because they could you just drop your stuff off. UPS drop off, you don't need a box or a label.
Whole Foods as well.
They're changing the game out there.
They really are. I would venture to submit the fact that it might be even a little too easy.
A little too easy.
It's like click, 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 boom. You've got a avalanche of boxes on your front step.
Yeah, but like you don't have to go to the store to pick up your multi-surface cleaner anymore. Do you know what I mean? Although I don't know how good it is for the environment. That's my only like guilt thing about that is.
Oh, for sure.
The environmental aspect.
We try to stack our orders so that they come on Amazon Delivery Day, which for us is Thursday. So that, but there are these rogue instances where we click wrong or don't plan right, and somebody shows up in their car and drops off a tiny little box, and all I can think about.
Your little thing of incense.
Exactly, and I'm like, yeah, incense. for my ayahuasca adventure.
Yeah.
No, but it irks me though when that happens, and I feel so guilty because I'm like, this little product and like the gas money and the
emissions
and the time and all that.
But it is employing a lot of people too. You know, one of my friends' husbands works at Amazon, so I think that's a good aspect.
One thing that I think they should have is a really efficient way to get the boxes back. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's all on us to recycle them on our own, and you never know if they get wet and become unrecyclable. But wouldn't that be great if they had a really, I don't know, an easy box
when they come pick it up, they take the boxes.
Yeah, wouldn't that? Just
or
because
something.
Think about the amount of cardboard.
I love that idea. You know, I was trying to think of an invention because I do sometimes with the boxes. Our neighbor has this like box cutter thing that like rolls almost, but an invention where in the garage you could have like a table that comes down or something. I don't know like how to make this more efficient to cut down boxes for recycling, but something that you could just like buy, install, and then you just flip it open and go to town on these boxes easier than.
Because I know that there's, you know, if a box gets waterlogged, let's say it's a huge box, and you have to put it out for the recycling people to come get, and there's a thunderstorm. Pretty sure that box becomes completely unusable.
So they don't recycle it anymore. I didn't know that.
It just becomes like, pretty sure.
I don't know. Interesting. We'll come up with something.